the reason why I went ahead with Shopflo was in the first step that the team was very hands-on with saying that, hey, we'll build this for you, right? And we're ready to sort of take that plunge, put in those, invest that money, and time into building this solution. And if you think about it, this is a solution that not a lot of people can use, right? Because it's something very specific to our store. So, it takes a lot. It says a lot about somebody who can actually go that extra mile and do that for you, right? So I think that was what was the deal maker for me. Generally how I optimize for the campaign. So it's from step zero as to where what would be the first point of interaction for the customer to how would that loop close everything, right? So something as small as if somebody is clicking on an ad or looking at an ad and not sort of landing on a collection page or a product page, right? Is there a problem in the website screen? So I think all of those aspects, it's a funnel wise reporting that we do. And that sort of gives us an idea as to where is the customer really dropping off. Or challenge that we as D2C brands face is that a lot of people might see a coupon code on an advertisement and might forget by the time they land on the website, right? And that's not just advertisements, that could be a WhatsApp message or an email as well, right? So I think which is where people would not understand that the message said that the product will be 1,000 rupees, but I still see it at 1,500 rupees. So, and that led to a lot of drop off at, let's say, an add to cart level, or even at a product, at a page view level, because people would not understand what needs to be done post this step, right? Reason why, we use a lot of discount codes is because you have that flexibility of modifying that, right? Every time there is some kind of a communication change you want to do. If you keep changing, you can slash the price. The brand image sort of starts looking very discounted, right? So it's always better to do discount codes. But how do you optimize for conversion at that level, where the people really remember that discount code, right? Was challenge number one for us. I think the second challenge that we faced was that a lot of people dropped off at checkout because it was a lot of hassle for them to fill in their addresses, right? They were like, first I will have to again put in my email ID, then my phone number. And what generally happens is that on your desktop, you still tend to save your addresses, so it's relatively easier. But on mobiles, you don't do that. And today, more than 80-85% of the traffic on my store comes from a mobile view, right? So it became a challenge for the customer to sort of, again, the screen is smaller, etc., right? To sort of fill in their addresses again and again. And even if they ended up filling their addresses, they might end up, maybe making a pin code error, which would sort of, again, lead to a poor experience at their end because the package would not sort of get delivered to them. So I think these were some of the reasons why, I went out looking for a solution and specifically why I went forward with Shopflo was because we as a company offered something called as personalization on our toothbrushes and water flossers, which is a unique feature, and it's a custom developed feature for our store, right? So there were a lot of intricacies that needed to be built for that function to work effectively. And that was very, very important for me. Shopflo agreed to do that, right? And I think it was a long process for us also to get there. And Shopflo, I think, never has it even taken more than 12 hours for them to sort of come back with, whatever the solution to the problem is, right? I think never, there was always a solution-oriented approach that was presented to me. It's been like a great journey so far. That's been